What's going on, y'all? This is a heart to heart. It's very important. When it comes down to getting ready to leave your job, a lot of you find it hard to find a job, but we don't really discuss the fundamentals of leaving a job. Now let's get to the basics. When you leave a job, you want to be able to have a certain plan. Sometimes things just happen and you're just out of there, whether you least expect it. You might get fired, due to coming in late, your actions, your performance. But when you plan on leaving a job, when you plan it, there's certain rules to the game here that you must take into consideration. Now, mind you, being that there's less than 30 days left for me and my girl to leave, go to Arizona, we both had to quit our jobs, get resignations. I'm going to give you two different examples. The first example that I'm going to give you is me, myself, your boy. I went to my jobs. I went to the union. I've talked to them about this ahead of time. I let them know what I was doing. I kept it real with them. My job, both my jobs now, they said the same thing like my prior job that I had before. I'm sorry, I don't want you to leave. Can you please give us some more time? Why you gotta go? I really, I wish you the best. I'm happy for you. I hate to see you go. But when you get things ready, just let us know. We'll do what we gotta do. So finally, we got our apartment in Arizona. We know the date we're leaving. We got the lease ready, signed, paid up. Everything, utilities on and everything on the day of signing. Everything's ready to go. So I said, all right, this was Friday, Saturday, over the weekend, got these things done. The holiday was on Monday. It was a President's Day. So both of us knew, my girlfriend and I, that we were going to be giving our resumes. Our, what's it called again? Not resumes, resignations. Letter of resignation. We knew we were both giving our letters of resignation on that following Tuesday. So we were preparing for it, preparing well. I went to both my jobs. I went to both of the unions from my jobs. And I let them know that I'm ready to go. This is the date, this is the address, this is what it is. So both of them's like, oh no, oh man, I'm really glad for you. I know this is going to be a great move, and wish we could hold you here longer. But they said, we really wish you the best. It's all good. It's nice and smooth, easy. Now, scenario number 2. My girlfriend. She is in a position where we don't have to really discuss what she basically does, where she works, anything like that. But the thing is, she's a person that hires and fires, but she does, like we all do, there's always a person above the person. There's always. So, at the end of the day, she's been talking about how she's been wanting to leave her job She's ready to leave. She's been doing it for a good decade. She's really good at it and everything. And I told her that I think it would be better to go to a different state where the hustle is real hard here in New York. So if you go anywhere else, you're going to be like really extra over top of what the dynamics of what they're doing at these other jobs, and you'll be like really on top of your game, and it's going to be a totally awesome, excellent move for you. So she finally gets the green light to be able to give her resignation. Lo and behold, now you heard and you remember how mine went. You remember what I just talked about a few minutes ago. Well, she gives in a report to her boss. She gives a report to her boss. And she texts me and she asked me if I have time to talk. And I knew this is the day that we're doing our, resignation. So I'm just like, heck yeah, I got time to talk. I don't care what I'm doing. No matter what I'm doing, I'm going to have time to talk right now, definitely today. I want to hear what happened. She tells me about 1 o'clock today. She's like, what I did was I gave my boss a report that I had to do. Gave her the report, and she's like flicking through the report. And one of the things that like was really pissing her off with her job was the fact that she can be doing these certain reports and different things. A lot of things, it seems like this new particular boss that's at the job now doesn't really do much and try to push more, work on her, which the boss could be doing certain things herself or whatever. She might change one word in the whole big report that she's taken days and maybe a week to do, extra hours of work, sometimes at home working and things like that, and the boss will change one word out of the whole report and be like, act like it's her report. So anyway, the boss is going through the report here. And lo and behold, as the boss goes through the report, she said the last page of the report, the boss is reading through, and would you believe, all right, before I say this, will y'all sit down, have a seat. Y'all not going to believe this. Don't be eating nothing. Don't be drinking nothing. Sit down. Focus on this. Because you won't believe this. She's flicking through the pages and everything. The last page of the report was her resignation, man. I say the last page on that report was her resignation that she did not plan on giving the boss at the time. I told you it was 1 o'clock that she gave this report to the boss to read over. And she planned on talking to the boss about this about 4:30 that day. She was going to have like a one-on-one meeting and everything, and then, present that resignation to her and talk to her about it and everything. The boss, wide-eyed, one eyebrow up, looked at the first line of the report, of the resignation. My girl runs over and dives across the board table, which is about 12 foot long. You know how them executive board tables are? She dove over the table, slid all the way down, and snatched up like no. Snatched the report from the boss, fell on the tables, had a dress on and everything, rolled on the ground in the corner, and took the report out, took the resignation out the boss's hand, and the boss was looking at her like, what the? So she was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for you to see that right now. We're gonna talk about this later on. Now, when she told me this at 1 o'clock, at like 1:15, when she said that this just happened, I just said to myself, who the Like, I mean, I don't think anybody has ever done this in life. This sounds like the first situation that could probably happened like this ever in the history of the United States of America. I just couldn't believe it. So I was really wondering what the heck is the boss going to be thinking about for the rest of the day? Because if I was the boss, I wouldn't be sitting back waiting no 3.5 hours for no meeting later on so that you could present me with something that I was just reading. Heck, you ain't got to read 3 and 4 lines to know that, what it is. Like this, first line of the report. So, I don't know. I was just, the whole time I was feeling, I just felt like I did not want to be in her shoes from 1:15 to 4:30. I did not want to be in her shoes. Who knows what could have happened? Could have been, the boss could have been said, like, you know what? Ain't no need for this meeting. Pack your stuff and get up out of here, man. She could have grabbed her by her back of her collar, escorted her up out of there, whatever. But I don't know. I was just anxious. I couldn't wait till the end of the day. And then at the end of the day, my girl gonna tell me, gonna text me, yeah, I'm gonna take the train home, and it's like a train can take maybe up to 2 hours to get home. When I go home, then I'll call you, and we'll talk about today. So I'm sitting back, and I'm saying to myself, like, yo, who got time to be waiting all this long time to hear this good old story? There's no way that can be no mild-mannered story after that from what happened today. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Did I tell you she knocked over the coffee and spilled it on the boss, hot scalding coffee and everything when she dove and grabbed the paper? Did I tell you that? All right, well, anyway. When she told me later on what happened, God must really be with her, because the boss which has been like a new boss for the last few months, so it wasn't the boss that was with her for years, but the amount of work that she was doing, she really is a very smart person. And I know that this boss, for one thing, would have to panic to the point of who's going to be doing all this work for me and make me look good like she has been doing for the last few months here. Without her doing all that hard work and me adding one word to these 15-page reports, boss changed one word and act like the report is hers. Who's going to do that? There's nobody in the history of this planet who's going to do that either. So I was thinking that it can't be but so bad. So, but then at the end of the day, the boss was very, very cool. She was understanding. She really was thankful for giving, the X amount of almost, about a month time. So it all turned out good, but that could have just went so many other type of ways. Yeah, I don't know, man. Y'all tell me down below if you've had or experienced a situation with leaving a job that was worse than that right there. That was the worst case scenario that could have turned out bad. It was deep. For a few hours there, I was just like, it's not looking too good for my girl, man. It's not looking too good. Poor thing. I would not, how you feel like you shrink real small and, you're sweating and you're just feeling like, it's just not your day or whatever. Well, it all turned out for the best. And at the end of the day, I hope somebody learns from this, man. Do not I say, do not, when you're about to give your resignation, don't hand in the paper in a pile of other papers for your boss to see it ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like, plan it out a little smoother. Keep things separate. And, you know, it's always good to pray about things so that the man upstairs will always make things turn out good no matter what. So with all that being said, we have 3.5 good weeks to go. So you guys already know what it is. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, man. I love you new subscribers. I love you old subscribers. Comment below. It's still on. GoFundMe.com/chocolate vegan. Yeah, and you know, pray for us both, please, to get jobs, great jobs. I'm going to go back into the hair field. I've been a hairstylist for 35 years. I stopped for a couple of years. After 33 years, I stopped to do like the health aid because it was paying for me going to school and things like that. But I want to go back into it. I'm going to do a video about the reason why I'm going to go into hairstyling again also. But yeah, just pray for our future of our jobs and future endeavors in Arizona. You guys have really been supporting me, you know, a whole lot. I really appreciate it. We both appreciate it. I love you guys, man. So till the next time, you know, holla at your boy. And, you know, tell somebody you love them every day. Every day is a good day. So where the hugs at, y'all? Bring it in. Where the hugs at? So till the next time, holla at your boy. Bald head style.